Well, first of all, on behalf of everybody at Temple, we're heartbroken for Army football and for Brandon Jackson, who competed against us 2 weeks ago. Obviously, we wanted to win that game, and we were happy with it for Army that when they won the game, they deserved to win. But I know the grief that they must be going through right now. So I know everyone here is certainly feeling that, his family and team. With regards to Saturday, I thought it was a good, solid football game for us. I thought our defense played well at times. We were able to take the ball away. Offensively, we're still not as efficient as we need to be. We're 50% on third down. We were better in the red zone, but we still had a turnover and have not been able to get the offense to click the way we wanted to. So we still have a lot of work to do before we head to play a talented Penn State team. Obviously, one that's extremely explosive on offense after seeing them this past week. They've got a tremendous back, one of the best backs in the country, a tremendous group of wideouts, and really like their quarterback. Offensive line is really well coached. And defensively, they present a ton of problems with their blitz package and their defensive personnel. So we certainly know that we have our work cut out for us, and we have to get a lot better quick if we're going to play them.
We'll take questions for Coach Rhule, please. Star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll first go to Mark Naducci from Philadelphia Inquirer.
Well, hello, Matt. Is there anything you could tell us on Jihad and any kind of update on him?
I'm not sure yet. We'll kind of see if he's able to practice tomorrow. Sorry.
I'm sorry. And Kareem Ali, you had mentioned the other day that was it looked like his arm, a pretty bad injury with him.
Yeah, he's injured. He's out for the game. I don't know, how long he'll be. I'm not real sure. Maybe 2 to 4 weeks. He had dislocated elbow. So.
Okay. Okay. The rest, you were a little banged up last week. Did you? Colin Thompson, Ventel Bryant, those guys. Is it way too early to tell about those guys? Or you had mentioned that you thought Ventel may be out a few weeks.
Yeah, Ventel won't play this week. He's out. Colin Thompson's probably out. Maybe he wants to go, I think, so we'll wait and see. Jacob Martin, who's really been one of our most, consistent football players on defense, was out. I'm not sure if he'll go. So, it's really early in the week. They came in today. We watch the film. We run. We do some teach periods, but we don't hit. So it'll be, we'll have to see over the next couple of days who's able physically to play.
Thank you.
Yep, yes, sir.
And we'll now go to Matt Bender from alscoop.com.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. First off, just after getting a chance to watch the film on the offensive line, I know you were asked about this after the game, but after getting a chance to watch the film, where do you think the problems were coming from on the offensive line, mainly in pass protection?
They were kind of probably coming from everywhere. They're coming from the backs. I thought Deion Dawkins was our most consistent player on offense. So I thought Deion played fantastic at left tackle. But I'd say there was just a lot of other guys made a lot of either mistakes or just got outworked, or they got beat. I thought the 2 inside kids for Stony Brook played well. So, but just inconsistent play again from those guys in pass protection. I thought they ran the ball better. But even some simple protections like gap protections were getting split right now. So, I think overall it's going to have to be sort of a mindset, of not letting my guy hit the quarterback, and we are not there right now, and we have to get there pretty quickly.
And after getting a chance to watch the film again, you obviously threw out a lot of your true freshmen. I think you had 7 or 8 true freshmen play. Just after getting a chance to watch them again, watch their film, who stood out to you, and who do you think will be able to help as the season moves forward?
I think all of them. I think Randall Jones showed that he didn't catch a ball or anything, but he blocked. He flew around. He showed that he deserves to play. Isaiah Wright shows that he deserves to play. Freddie Johnson shows that he deserves to play. Benny Walls had the pick. He helped us on special teams. Sam Franklin, Quenku, we used to have some internal awards here. He won like a special teams. He had a defensive award for playing the hardest of anybody. Carambo played well. Hennessy played well when he got in. So that was a lot of true freshmen that played. And I thought the kids that went in, they played well.
All right, thanks, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
And we'll now go to Sean Pastor from Al's Daily.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Hey, Sean. What's going on?
Hey, so this series, this is the last game for, that's on the schedule right now between Temple and Penn State. How much, I think the next opening for either team, you're looking at 2020 or 2021 beyond. How important, how much of a priority is it to get the series where you get another contract in place and try to, get this series going?
Yeah, I have no involvement in that. I think it's, without knowing too much about it, I think it's hard with, the Big Ten, with the other playing. The one year they play 5 home games, one year they play 4 home games. So them trying to get enough home games, I think that's been sometimes hard to get done. But I am really involved zero in scheduling at Temple. So
how important do you think it is though to the program, or maybe I don't know to you personally, but to the program?
Yeah, I just care about this game. I mean, I do think, whether you're playing Penn State or playing Rutgers or playing Maryland, I think it's really important, to your point, to have some regional games. You know what I'm saying? So, I care. I want to play them this week and try to play well. And if we play them moving forward, great. If we don't, we play Pitt. If we play Syracuse, we play Maryland. I do like program-wise playing local people. I don't like, traveling to, halfway across the country to go play people. But if it's them, great. If it's someone else, great. But like I said, I just play whoever they tell me to play.
Okay. As you first looked at what Penn State's doing, how similar is what Moorhead's installing compared to what he was doing at Fordham a couple of years ago when you played Fordham?
It's like a continuation. I mean, he's doing the same stuff. He's doing it really, really well.
Okay. Last thing I wanted to ask was just about special teams. You've had sort of an athletic advantage the last couple of weeks, and you made a lot of big plays on special teams. But from what you've seen out of your guys executing on special teams, when now this week you're going to be athletically playing a team that's, right there with you or, better in spots, do you feel like execution-wise you're in good shape to continue to, have special teams be a plus this week?
I think that's a great question. A great question. I don't know. We have a lot of mistakes on special teams that are happening, which, when you play early in the year and you're playing young kids, there are lots of mistakes. But we really should have 3 punt returns for touchdowns. And the one, our own guy knocked us out of bounds. 2 other ones, guys literally are blocking their guy and then stop and go block someone else. And so we are not executing at a high level on special teams. Now Starzik was awesome. Champ was awesome. First kickoff return should have gone for a touchdown. So we have a lot of guys that are making, just not great decisions early on in special teams. And we can't do that against these guys. They've got, a couple of great kickoff returners. Their kickoff guy, booms the ball through the end zone. They got John Reed back returning punts, who's been dynamic. So, we know we have our work cut out for us guys. And so we have to play a lot better on special teams. It's a really good question.
Okay, thanks.
And we'll now go to David Jones from PennLive.com.
How you doing, Matt?
Hey, David. How are you?
Hi, good, man. It seems like everyone's going faster pace, trying to get in 70, 80 snaps for their offense. But given your background at Penn State, did you ever in your wildest dreams think you'd see an offense like that there?
It's just, I guess it's sort of the wave of the future. I turned the TV on the other day, and Texas and everybody's doing that. But, I was there. I wasn't obviously a part of that 93, 94 offense, but, just being on the team at that time, they were just absolutely dynamic offensively and had all those pieces. But even they were still coming out of a huddle. So, guys like Temple and us, we're almost antiquated now. But, yeah, I think it was one of the, me personally, as a football guy, I have a ton of respect for Joe Moorhead. He is one of the best football coaches, I believe, in the country. And I told him that, when he was at Fordham, things he did there were fantastic. They beat us. They beat a lot of people. And I think he's utilizing their personnel extremely effectively. They're going to be really, really hard for people all year to stop the way he's doing things.
Thank you, Matt.
Sure.
And we'll go to Donald Hunt from Philadelphia Tribune.
Yes, Matt, how you doing?
What's going on, Donald?
Everything's good. Listen, Matt, you used a lot of guys, as you were mentioning, in Saturday's game against Stony Brook. Can you talk about Trevon Williams? We briefly talked about that after the game, who was able to come in and give you some good minutes and got on the kickoff return team and did some things for you.
Yeah, I mean, Trey's a really good football player. He's a local kid. He came to our camp. We knew he was a talented player. We offered him a chance to walk on. He was on the team last year and redshirted, and he's just always been really competitive, tough, and has been waiting for his opportunity. And we made a decision on Wednesday to give it to him, to let him return the opening kickoff. He got it out past the 30, and really, had one more guy made a block, he'd have been gone. So, but I just think he's just a really tough, hard-nosed football player, and he's not the biggest guy, but he plays big, and I love those kind of guys. And so, it was great to get him an opportunity to go out there, return kicks, and if we think he'll come up big for us this year.
That's good. And just give me your overall thoughts on Penn State. What really impresses you about this year's team out there, Matt?
Well, I just think, obviously they scored a ton of points the other day. They've got just the back is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Barkley is fantastic. I mean, people think they have him hemmed up, and really no one tackles him one-on-one. I mean, he just plays with such passion, and the wideouts are big and long. I mean, they take a ton of shots. Quarterback's got a lot of moxie to him. I mean, he plays really hard, and I think the offensive line's doing a really nice job. They're well coached. And so, they're on offense, they're going to present a lot of problems tempo-wise. We know they're going to take a lot of shots. They run their quarterback. And then, defensively, they've got veteran linebackers. They got veteran safeties. They got a lot of guys who played a lot of football. And, they do some unique things, blitz-wise, that get people off balance. So they had 17 tackles for loss against us last year. I mean, we were fortunate, to be able to win the football game last year with that number. So we have to improve. But that would be my summary of them. They got a lot of dangerous players in a lot of spots.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Coach, we thank you for the time today. We look forward to hearing from you again next week.